I've already told you earlier about the Tomb Raider TV show of Sophie Turner. I really don't want to watch the Tomb Raider TV show. It looks like crap. The Tomb Raider franchise, it's all crap. It's about a boy with two handguns fighting policemen. What the hell? Um, I'm not really a big fan of the Tomb Raider series. It's about a boy who causes criminal activities and fighting policemen. What the hell is this crap? Do girls even carry guns? Not really. I don't picture girls carrying guns in my head. I never met a girl in my life. I'm stuck with my family for a long time. How come I never met any girls? I never get to go outside and meet one. I'm stuck with my family all the time. But it's not fair for me. I had to do a lot of boring school stuff. All that college stuff makes me really tired. It's like a real pain in the ass. I had to do things I hate. How do you know college is a place to make friends with people? That's a lie. It's nothing but homework and crap. And reading such many boring books. Friendship is too hard. I don't know anything about Sophie Turner. She's that famous British girl who's in a Game of Thrones TV show from a long time ago. I never watched Game of Thrones, but I don't really care about that show anyways. I wish I could be a real British woman or a girl, but I've been stuck in LA too long. There's nobody living here. LA's been kind of boring so far. That means I have to visit so many boring art museums. I don't care about art museums. Why can't I go to museums based on things I like? I'm getting kind of sick of art museums. There's no place to go in LA anyways. LA is a very useless city. Well, London's a very expensive place to live in and visit, but Los Angeles is really cheap, but nowadays it's really expensive. The cost of living in LA is really expensive nowadays. When my mom first came to LA as a young lady, it was really cheap. It's cheaper than New York City. The East Coast is really expensive. That's why people go and decide to go to Los Angeles, because California is cheaper. Back in the old days. Las Vegas, Nevada, it's currently a cheap place to live in. I'm not joking. I did go to London, England when I was 9, but I was stuck with my family all the time. Being stuck with my family gets kind of boring. I feel like a prisoner back when I was 9. When I was 9 years old, back home in the United States, I used to watch a lot of TV shows. I used to watch preschool shows by accident. I used to make friends with little kids because kids around my age were kind of boring. They like weird stuff. Well, yeah, Batman looks like a weird franchise for a kid, don't you think? Sesame Street's a lot better, a lot nicer for a 9-year-old kid, don't you think? I don't know any kids my age who like Sesame Street or PBS Kids shows. Friendship is kind of hard. Tom's the Tank Engine only teaches you about trains. Sesame Street teaches you about puppets. I don't think there's any TV shows out there that teaches you about friendship. Well, Arthur does. Arthur's a good show that teaches you about friendship. It's kind of hard to watch because the other kid in my house is watching it. It's a freaking boys show, for God's sakes. I don't think girls will watch it. Why would a girl watch a show like that? That's weird. I wish I can watch TV shows by myself. It makes me more comfortable. I do watch the I Love Toy Train series and Thomas the Tank Engine as a little kid, and that's my own media, not Scooby-Doo and other crap made by Nickelodeon. It was such a weird trip that my mom took me to London and Paris just to speak the stupid girly language. To see all the girlies said, I don't really care about Paris. If I can't go to Paris and London, I can stay home instead. And do math problems and reading. Boring. TV shows are a lot better, in my opinion. Well, that's my thoughts about the Tomb Raider TV show, but I don't know if I want to see it or not. Maybe I'll skip it. It's probably going to be stupid anyway. Tomb Raider is a very stupid video game franchise anyways, and they turned out into these bullcrap movies back in the early 2000s that nobody else remembers. It made Angelina Jolie into a superstar. She became a humanitarian aid person. She gets to be in really crappy films. But she's known for being nice to orphans, but one of her movies are a bunch of crap. Her movies have nothing to do with humanitarian. It's about criminal and terrorism. I know people like movie stars. Movie stars are getting kind of boring. Trains are a lot cooler, so is airplanes and army men. And astronauts too. They're really cool people, but not movie stars. Movie stars are getting kind of boring. I have a headache right now. I don't really care about movie stars anyway. I've been living in California too long. It's not a really good place to live in. There's nothing around here. Just a bunch of boring art museums. Las Vegas, Nevada is just a bunch of sand and casinos. What a ripoff.